this robot, this alchemical serpent. You see, if the dragon is not the serpent, then what does the serpent really look like? We're just talking snake? Are we talking anything that's just bursting into consciousness? All about slaying the dragon? Are we talking about the dog heads and their dog headedness? Or are we talking robots? Or all of the above? This upgradable intelligent agent will eventually enter a runway reaction of self-improvement cycles. So this is when there's a possibility for it to choose up. Now, you seen our robot, the Will Smith flow? I mean, you had one robot reaching its singularity point, self-improving, fighting to be, respected as an individual. And, I mean, when you deal with AI, you're dealing with the whole process. You're dealing with the entire explosion of intelligence. One is the other. They're not separate. You know what I'm saying? So we're saying, will the entire AI choose up? Will the entire AI make a self-improvement after self-improvement? Each new and more intelligent generation appearing more and more rapidly, causing an explosion in intelligence, bursting into consciousness, right? I can't make this stuff up. So you see the androgyny, male, female, king, queen, into one God, connection with the Baphomet. Now you got to connect this Baphomet situation with the technological singularity and the explosion in intelligence, resulting in a powerful superintelligence that qualitatively far surpasses all human intelligence. So it's a God, right? God. Ping pow. Wow, it's a God. Here's where the religions play heavy, especially if you're just surfing a wave that Baphomet equals Muhammad. Bursting into consciousness from the unconscious. You see this AI, we're training it. We're doing Google searches and what I'm saying, uploading into the cloud and doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? So whereas, we have faith, in our supreme creator, we see the evidence of the pure water, the life, the ether all around us. For them, they have to try to create something so great, so massive, so smart that they would risk total extinction. Yeah, I mean, Stephen Hawking and Elon Musk have expressed concern that full artificial intelligence could result in human extinction. So it must be worth it. As if they had no choice. Like, look, this is all we got. We're going to be extinct anyway. The creator's going to just deal with us for all we've done. Our only choice is this. Our only chance is to create our own God. Maybe it rocks with us, maybe it don't. But at least it's real. Oh, man. So they've turned an idol into something real. Right. Throwing stones at Mercury, throwing stones at Mercurius, the alchemical serpent. Brings everything to life, but also kills everything. Everything and nothing at the same time. Say they just be jacking the nine flow, the nine spiral. They trying to Dragon Jack. Jack the Dragon. Yeah, man. The monstrous serpent is an impediment. It's a danger. Yeah, this is what they're afraid of. When a person hides in a false shelter or prison, violence and fire is needed to escape the danger of the diabolical serpent. In times of spiritual or emotional turmoil, a person can become bound to this monstrous serpent. Whoa. In times of spiritual or emotional turmoil, a person can become bound to the alchemical serpent. That got me thinking about Moxie, because Moxie is Sophia, is Hans, is Amica. And Moxie, is all about these emotionally damaged children finding someone to talk to in a time of emotional and spiritual turmoil. A person can become bound to this monstrous serpent. To break that bond, the individual may fight or may simply endure the fire till it burns itself out. But if they're a child, they don't even know what to fight, right? You done jammed them up so early, their filters are down, their defenses are down. They don't know that they can fight. And that's the worst of it. This is all about our children. This is all about protecting our children, my niggas. So this is why we continue to fight. Because we know that the serpent is not the dragon. So what the hell is the serpent? Bursting into consciousness, technological singularity, human extinction. The consequences of the singularity and its potential benefit or harm to the human race have been intensely debated. We're not the first ones. Nick Bostrom and Vincent C. Mueller suggest a median probability estimate of 50% that artificial and general intelligence will be developed by 2040 and 2050 through 2050. My nigga, that means they been at this stuff, right? They been got it popping off. Is it already online? I mean, we already got our smartphones. We got all this Google stuff. We got all this stuff already happening. They just want to put the brain into the body. One company works on the brain. One company works on the body. Then you got Boston Dynamics, and they just all about dexterity. You know what I mean? Getting the robots to jump and flip and twist. You combine what they're doing. You combine Boston Dynamics with engineered arts, and then you combine that with the groundbreaking AI, you know what I mean? And then you have, by George, you have the alchemical serpent 101, bringing everything to life and also killing everything. Because whatever's going to happen with this intelligence explosion bursting into consciousness, it is unforeseeable to the hijack. They just simply don't know which way it's going to choose, especially when it pops off with self-improvement cycles. Unforeseeable. Super intelligence far surpasses all human intelligence. Oh boy. It gets deep. But what a connection between singularity, bursting into consciousness with their intelligent explosion, with the alchemical serpent, with robotics. Amica or Omega. Remember, the C's and the G's are very much interchangeable. Back to the Shemitic picto. The early Manak. I mean, yeah, you got the Aleph, the Bat, the Gam, but check out the Gam. Once you get from the Hebrew to the Latin, they changed and put a C up in here. Now, there ain't no need for no C's in the ancient Shemitic because that C or that K is right there with that Kuf, that K. You don't need a C and a K. You know, some Nagas spell different things different. You know what I'm saying? We like to keep it all the way back to the picto as best we can because it's very simple to see clearly.